Hey everyone, welcome to Shine Zone, your go-to space for discovering ideas that inspire, inform, and spark your curiosity. Whether it's deep dives into tech, mysteries of the future, or stories that make you think, we're all about helping you shine a little brighter every day. Why are there not more people talking about the fact that Europe and Africa are just 14 kilometers apart, yet no bridge connects them? At its narrowest point, the Strait of Gibraltar measures just 14 kilometers across, a mere sliver of sea separating two vast continents, Europe and Africa. This narrow passage has served as a natural gateway for centuries, shaping trade, migration, and military strategy. It's a place where cultures have collided and coexisted for millennia. The Strait of Gibraltar has long inspired visions of a bridge, an engineering marvel that could physically unite two continents and symbolically connect civilizations. From the sun-drenched shores of southern Spain, the mountains of Morocco appear tantalizingly close, as if you could almost reach out and touch them. The English Channel, which spans over 30 kilometers at its narrowest, was once considered an impossible barrier, until the Channel Tunnel proved otherwise. So why, despite being narrower, has the Strait of Gibraltar never been bridged? The idea has been proposed many times, but never realized. The answer lies in a complex web of challenges: geological instability, deep waters, strong currents, and the political intricacies of two nations with differing priorities. To truly understand why this dream remains unrealized, we must look beneath the surface, into the depths of the sea and the layers of history, diplomacy, and engineering that define this iconic waterway. The Strait of Gibraltar is a geological gauntlet, an unforgiving stretch of water where continents nearly touch, and nature asserts its dominance at every turn. Carved by millennia of tectonic shifts and relentless erosion, its cliffs and coastlines are shaped by nature's raw power. Beneath its surface lies a seabed that plunges to depths of 900 meters, far deeper than the English Channel, creating a submerged canyon that challenges even the most advanced marine engineering. Building supports in such depths would be an unprecedented engineering challenge, requiring technologies typically reserved for deep-sea oil rigs and submersible platforms. Add to that the unstable seabed, riddled with shifting sands, jagged rock formations, and unpredictable sediment layers that can shift without warning. And then there's the seismic activity. This is where the African and Eurasian plates collide, creating a zone of frequent tremors and long-term geological instability. Any structure here must be designed not just to withstand the present, but to adapt to a constantly shifting future. Powerful currents from the Atlantic surge through the strait with immense force, colliding with the calmer, denser waters of the Mediterranean, creating a turbulent confluence that stirs the sea floor and tests structural integrity. These underwater currents can erode foundations, shift sediments, and create unpredictable pressure zones. All of this demands a structure that can endure constant motion, resist geological forces, and remain stable in one of the most dynamic marine environments on Earth. A bridge across the strait would be one of the most ambitious engineering feats in history. Spanning at least 14 kilometers, it would rival the world's longest bridges, but over far more treacherous terrain. Engineers have proposed suspension bridges supported by artificial islands, but building those islands in deep water is a colossal task. The materials, logistics, and construction would require cutting-edge innovation and massive investment. And the price tag? Likely in the hundreds of billions. Only a global coalition could fund and execute such a monumental project. The Strait of Gibraltar is one of the busiest maritime corridors in the world. Thousands of ships pass through annually, linking the Atlantic and Mediterranean. A bridge would need to allow massive cargo ships to pass, demanding extreme height and clearance. But taller structures mean greater engineering challenges and higher costs. Construction itself could disrupt shipping lanes for years, affecting global trade. And let's not forget the environmental impact. This is a vital habitat for dolphins, whales, and migratory fish. Any project here must balance infrastructure with ecological preservation. Beyond engineering, the strait presents a diplomatic minefield. The waters between Spain and Morocco are not just a geographical divide, they're a political and cultural boundary shaped by centuries of history, colonial legacies, and modern-day geopolitics. Spain and Morocco would need to align on everything from border control to security. This includes managing customs, immigration protocols, and even the legal jurisdiction over the bridge itself. No small feat given their complex bilateral relations. Migration is a sensitive issue. Any new crossing could shift the dynamics dramatically. A fixed link might be seen as a new gateway to Europe, raising concerns about increased migration flows and the strain on border enforcement. Then there's the question of funding. Who pays and who controls the bridge? Would it be a joint venture, a public-private partnership, or an international consortium? These decisions carry long-term implications for sovereignty and influence. International organizations might need to step in to mediate and support. The European Union, African Union, or even the United Nations could play roles in facilitating dialogue, offering financial backing, or ensuring compliance with international law. The political relationship between Spain and Morocco has seen both tension and cooperation. From disputes over territorial waters to joint anti-terrorism efforts, their history is a patchwork of conflict and collaboration. A bridge could symbolize unity or become a flashpoint if mishandled. It could either bring the nations closer together or deepen existing divides, depending on how the project is framed and managed. Success would require not just engineering brilliance, but diplomatic finesse. Building a bridge across the Strait of Gibraltar means building trust, aligning interests, and navigating a sea of political sensitivities with care and vision. The dream of linking Europe and Africa isn't new, it's ancient. Roman engineers once imagined a floating bridge of anchored ships. In the 19th century, proposals for submerged tunnels emerged, including one by Eugenio Soles in 1869. The 1980s saw joint Spanish-Moroccan plans for a 33-kilometer tunnel, ultimately shelved due to cost. More recently, hybrid bridge tunnel concepts have surfaced, blending ambition with modern tech. But none have overcome the trifecta of technical, financial, and political barriers. Still, the vision endures, fueled by innovation and the human urge to connect. The future may finally offer the tools to make this dream real. Advances in materials like graphene and carbon nanotubes could revolutionize bridge design. Robotics and automation might streamline underwater construction, reducing cost and risk. Smart sensors could monitor seismic activity, enhancing safety, but technology alone isn't enough. Global cooperation is key. A shared vision backed by international will could turn this symbol of unity into reality, because in the end, bridging continents is about more than steel and concrete. It's about connecting people. All right, that's it for today. See you later, and don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you never miss a drop here on Shine Zone. Stay curious.